Cowabunga and happy holidays, dudes and dudettes. This is Anthony, aka BatBomb82, and this is my 151st MezcoToyz 112 Collective action figure review, this time being of the Holiday Advent Calendar for 2021. Now, I do wish this would have came earlier in the month, but I get all the shipping delays and everything going on in the world, totally understand, but it's finally here. But before I crack this thing open, I want to take a closer look at the packaging. Alright, so I really wanted to show off the box that we get this advent calendar in. I just think it's super cool. It's basically a giant boom boom done with those holiday colors, which I think is great. You got the Mezco exclusive sticker over here. What I think is really cool, you even have a handle that you could fold up right there and carry it around like an actual boombox. And you even have some of the buttons up here and things like that. I think that's really cool too. I just think that's a lot of fun. You got MezcoToyz Advent Calendar like that. Even on the speakers, you see like the Mezco logo right there. So I'm gonna turn this around right here, and we can see it has a bunch of like stickers and things like on it. Got Doc Nocturnal, Pink Skulls, I Love New York, Rumble Society, Mezco logo, Skulls on Board, Ignore Alien Orders, Vapor, Gomez, electric sign, you know what I mean, some roaches crawling on it. We even have this little like sports Gomez, so I wonder if that's a hint for the future. We're gonna get some type of athletic sports Gomez figure in the future. Who knows? So we will definitely see. But this does have a little flap that's just held on by Velcro right there, and we can open this up like that. And boom, this is awesome, dude. So you gotta see the little doors with the numbers and things like that all over. It does say Happy Holidays across the back with a brick pattern. Then you got a bunch of the characters right there. Pink Skull, the Mosquatch, Nosferatu, Gomez. You even got the White Skull agent, which is pretty funny. Some Craig and all that. Even some unreleased characters right here and over here and right there. So there's going to be a lot of things going on right there. You even have Vapor with a little boom boom like that. What I also really do like, I'm going to kind of turn this upside down. If we look up right here on the flat part, we see a bunch of Mesets working on some turntables, which I think is really cool. That's actually a lot of fun, and that would be awesome if we get like a DJ Gomez with some turntables and things like that. Is that just me? I don't know. I think that would be really cool, but I love this. I love this whole box. Now let's go ahead and crack these things open and let them breathe. Okay, so starting off with day one here, we actually did get a little Grub, which is really cool because he's got that really awesome flocked sweater on there, which I think is genius on Mezco's part. I love how they did that. I think that's really cool. Now it is different from the one that we received with Holiday Gomez right here. You can see this one has the green eyes. Then he of course came with his little red hot chili pepper katana, which I call it, so because that's what it looks like to me. It looks like a chili pepper. So it's cool. You know, there are two different Grubs, which I do like. I love the fact that it's not the exact same figure. Just the color and change in the eyes totally works for me, and I think that looks really cool. So always happy to have another Grub in the collection. So for number 2, we actually get a little Santa Mesets. Now, I am personally stoked for these Mesets, especially for a really cool Christmas display, so I love this. It's just a simple black Meset, but the body is flocked to look like he's wearing some type of like sweater or a onesie. Got the Mezco logo on there. He does have a little candy cane, and he has this really cool little Santa hat, which I think is rad. That is also flocked, so the feeling of these figures is actually really cool and a lot of fun, so I do dig that. One thing I wanted to show off real quick, so I'm going to bring in a Pink Skull right here. Sometimes these hats would fit these other figures, like the full-size 112 figures, and I tried to get it on there, and you kind of can fit them on there. They fit a little awkwardly, so, I mean, you can make it work, maybe like towards the back of the head if you wanted to, or you want to do something with that. So, like I said, you can kind of make it work. They're not really meant for any of these other figures. So again, they will stay. It's not crazy, but it is just something I just wanted to show you guys, just in case that's something you wanted to do. But I do love this personally. Moving on to day 3, we actually do get 3 pairs of headphones, which I think are really rad. So you got some nice black and gray ones, you got some red and green ones, which are really nice, and then you got some red and white ones, and they all have those little foam inserts on the side for like things like the ears. So I think this is really cool. I have headphones displayed on like my Vapors, and I think a couple other Gomez figures. So this is awesome to give more options for other characters, especially ones like the simple black and gray ones. These ones are definitely going on my holiday Gomez figures, so I love these. So pretty cool, man. These are cool little fun accessories for me. Now, day 4 is one that I was probably what most anticipated for. This awesome metallic green Gomez head sculpt. Oh my god, I love this thing. And first of all, metallic green looks killer. I think it looks so good in person. I love the big red translucent eyes, especially how they shine in my light. I think this looks so cool, man. But I wanted this specifically because this is going right on here like that. Boom. This is actually why I bought 2 holiday Gomez figures, because I wanted to display 2 Gomez's just like this. So I can have the green head Gomez and then the standard Gomez with the green eyes. I mean, this looks awesome to me. Again, exactly why I bought 2 holiday Gomez, so I can have multiples on display. And I think that green head just rocks, man. That looks so good. I could not be happier with that. Now, day 5 gives us an awesome 5 points Red Death Doc Nocturnal figure, which I think is super dope, man. I really love the 5 points. For me, and like I've said many times, I think Mezco makes the best figures in this particular style. They make the highest quality, the best paint, you know, that kind of stuff. And I think this looks awesome. First of all, I love Red Death Doc Nocturnal. I actually prefer that version over the standard black one. I think this looks really cool. You got that really neon yellow, greenish skull that glows. You got the little Tommy gun right there. You got his little watch with the skull. The webbing on his suit is painted. The black stripes on there. It does come with a little base. What I do love, this is actually a soft goods cape, like a leather-like material with a bendy wire, so you can pose it around. I think it's super awesome, man. You even got his little blaster right there that you can holster in his side. It does come out, so I think that's super cool, man. I love the fact that they included this. Again, I actually really enjoy the 5 points. I know they're not for everyone, totally get that, but I think, again, they're just such good quality. I think they're really rad, and I kind of like having both versions on the shelves, like the 112 figures and the 5 points figures. For me, I think it's really cool, and this is a fantastic addition. So day 6 gives us these. No, not a Black Skull figure, but we do get some accessories here, like this really cool vest and this really awesome belt with these pouches on here. You can see like that. The vest we've seen before. I don't remember if it came with a Punisher, but I know we did get it in an accessories pack, but it was just done in all black. This time it has that like black and gray like digital camo, which I think looks really cool. And it's really cool belt with all these pouches that you can open and use. So you can stuff things like ammo clips in there. You got actual gun holster in there, which looks really cool. But this is just held on by Velcro straps. You can put on there however you like. You know, if you have this vest in the other version, you know exactly what to expect. I just wanted to put it on a Black Skull because I think it actually looks really cool. And to be honest, I might leave it on there because I'm really liking how these accessories work for a Black Skull. So I think that's awesome. You even have a little strap back here. You can slide like a sword through and hold back there if you like. So really cool. I love the fact that they included stuff that's not just for like a holiday theme. You can use on other figures. I think that's genius. So again, this is a really cool upgrade for a Black Skull or any other figure you want to use them for. Now on day 7, we get another Meset, this time being a reindeer themed, which I think is really cool. I love this one so much. So it again has all that flocking on there, which looks really cool. He of course gets a little candy cane like all the Mesets do in the set, but I love the little reindeer ears headpiece. I think that's so funny. I cannot wait to display all of these on my little tree with my room. I think these are great. Again, I get it, they're not gonna be for everybody. Some people might not even care, but I think they're fun. I love them. They're adorable, they're badass, and I am so stoked to have these. Moving on to day 8, we actually do get these really cool effect pieces. They're like swinging, punching effects, which are really nice. These actually just fit into like any fisted hand. So if you get bringing in the Holiday Gomez here, he already has a fist. You can just pop that in there and then like slide it into the hand, and you get a really cool fisting, swirling punch effect, or whatever you want to do. So however you want to use that, I think they're really cool. That's a really cool addition. Not anything really holiday themed, just good for any other figures. But we also do get these like comic book sound effects things. You got one that says boom right there. You got one that says whack, for because you know, comic book words, those are totally words. We got wham, which looks really cool, and then we got one that says ouch. So now how these work, we actually do get little clips. You'll see little C-clips on the back of each one of them right there. These will actually clip onto the effects themselves. So if you kind of just like put them on there, and they'll fit in like that. So, you know, it really works really good for like action figure photography and things like that. So I actually really do enjoy how they did that. So let's take one of these bigger ones. Again, you could take this and pot it right on there, or however you want to do that, and wham, you know what I mean? So I think that's actually super cool how they did that. I love stuff like this. This for me is like one of the cooler things, because again, this could be used for any figures. Not even probably just Mezco. I'm sure you can use this with other types of toy lines, and then including things like this are totally rad for me. Okay, so now on day 9, we actually do get this little black case right here. It does have a little handle. I believe we've seen this case a couple times before. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure we have. I feel like I own this case for others. I think it came with like a black mask, maybe something else. But it has little clips on the side right here, and you can actually lift this up, and we can see the detailing inside. But it does have the little gold coins that we saw with John Wick, and has like little foam inserts. This does have 2 layers, so you can actually remove this. If I can do it with my big fat fingers, you know what? This just the same coins. The coins can be removed. You know, they're little sections in 2s. If I could just take all these off like that, see what I'm saying? So it's pretty cool. Again, you take out this layer right here, it's a little foam insert, and there's more coins in there. Yeah, so I think it's awesome for, like, again, for if you want to just add stuff for display for other figures. I think that works. I think it's always fun to add more accessories to your 112 collection for, again, for action figure photography, for just doing anything. I think that works out really, really cool. And for day 10, we actually do get a scarf and a Santa hat, which is really cool. Now, I love this particular Santa hat. This is something I really, really wanted. So I love this because I'm going to take these antenna off on here. So these actually have the holes for the Gomez antennas, which is really nice. So again, I'm going to feed these through, like, this is the best way to do it. You feed the antenna through first, and you'll see how they peek through like that. And then just kind of attach them like so, like that, and then again right, yeah, like that, and then fix this hat. You can pull it back over to the back of his head as you like, and this actually does have a bendy wire right here, so you can actually pull this down and pose it however you like. But there you go. Again, this is why I bought multiple Holiday Gomez, man. I think that works out great. Again, we also do get a black scarf. Now, some people are wondering how come we didn't get a red scarf and, you know, be holiday themed. We've gotten red scarves multiple times, so I don't think we need it. A black scarf, again, works for pretty much anything and any figure, so I think that works out cool. Would have been nice to maybe get a green one or a white one. I think that would have been cool. But a black one, I think, works out great. Again, for any other figure you want to use this for, maybe a ninja or something like that. I think that'll work out cool. So again, this does have a bendy wire as well, so you can pose it around. So that's a really cool addition to the whole Mezco world of accessories and things like that. Now on day 11, we get another Meset. This is the final Meset. We get 3 in this whole set entirely. Again, flocked. He's more done like a little elf. He's got the green jumpsuit, which I think looks great. Got the M logo on the chest there. We get, of course, his little candy cane. But I love his hat. His hat is so cool. Done in the red and green. Again, it is flocked. I love the way that looks. And I'll take pictures of them all together later on. But I just love how these came out. Again, not for everybody, totally understand, but I love them. I hope we get more of these in the future. Maybe some other themed ones, like maybe some Valentine's Mesets or some Halloween ones, you know, whatever. I'd be down for a whole collection of those because I think these are really cool pack-ins and additions with your 112 figures. And lastly, on day 12, this is what everyone wanted. We get Cousin Eddie, the 112 Collective figure, the Blue Skull. I think this is dope, man. I think it's so much fun. First of all, can we just talk how cool it is that he's in a reindeer onesie? I think that's genius. It's so dumb and ridiculous, and I think that's why I love it. He has little horns at the top right here and little ears. And the material it's made of, excuse me, is really nice and soft. It's really cool. But he has the white belly right here. You got the red cuffs on the sleeves and the bottom right here. He does have the red, kicks right there with the little Mez logo. So I love that. Same with the M's on the bottom. He's got rocking a real gold chain that is an actual metal chain, which I think is cool. So I love that. He does have interchangeable hands. You got a closed-fisted hand, you got a gripping hand, you got a okay hand, or look down here, you know what I mean. We got a hand with the rocking fingers like that. I think that's super cool too. We got a more stylized posing hand with the fingers flared out. And then we, of course, got to have a flip in the bird hand, because why not? But he also comes with a bottle of booze, which I think is awesome. And we just got a bottle of booze with Gomez before, but this one is battery acid bourbon, because why the heck not? So I think, again, this is one of those things I love adding 1/12 scale accessories to my figures, because you can always do anything with them. And he can hold this in the gripping hand. You just kind of like stick it in right there. You can hold it around the bottleneck like that. So that's really cool. Now the hoodie of him actually does have a bendy wire in it, which I do like, so you can actually pose it around. And this does have a functional zipper that you can actually pull down like that. And I'm gonna go ahead and take the hands off right here, like this. And I'm gonna pull down his onesie so you can kind of see what he looks like underneath. It is a pretty basic body, done in all that blue. But what I think is funny here, he's wearing buffalo check boxer shorts with Rumble Society along the waistband. I think that's pretty funny. So, I mean, obviously you can take off this entire suit and make a custom, Cousin Eddie and do whatever you want with him. But I just thought it was funny that he comes with the buffalo check underwear. I think that's super hilarious and really funny for me. So I dig that. Okay, so now let's run down his articulation real quick. So if you have any of the Skulls or Gomez figures, you know what to expect here. Head's on neck is on a ball joint, rolls all the way around, does turn left and right, up and down like so, and pivots side to side. Arms can go all the way up, down, up and out. Rotation of the bicep, double jointed elbows that bend very far. We got hinges at the wrist as well as swivels at the wrist. We got double ball peg in the midsection, so that rolls all the way around, does turn left and right, pivots side to side pretty good, and crunches back and forth very nicely. Can do hip joints to kick forward that far, back about that much, splits out about that far, rotation in the upper thigh. We got double jointed knees that work out pretty nicely. It does bunch up in there behind the knees, so just be careful of that. Then we got a ball peg at the shoe right there, or the ankle, so you can rotate up and down, and it's a decent ankle rocker. So overall, I think this is really fun. I am so happy that we got a Cousin Eddie, another Skull member in the family, because it's goofy, it's weird. Apparently he's an alcoholic. We all have those cousins, you know what I'm saying? So I get it. I love everything that we get in this set, but this is just a really cool, and for me, again, fun addition to the Mezco 112 collective. So for a quick size comparison, here is Eddie standing next to a Marvel Legends Deadpool and NECA Batman figure. Also for comparison, here he is standing next to a Pink Skulls Chaos Club member. And for even more comparison, here he is standing next to Holiday Gomez. And just for fun, here he is with little Lego Bat Bomb. So there it is, guys, my review of the Mezco Holiday Advent Calendar for 2021. Now, starting off, I know for a fact this isn't going to be everyone's hot cup of cocoa, but for me, I freaking love this thing, man. That Cousin Eddie is such a weird and fun figure. Even with the little reindeer onesie, I think it's totally rad, but it's also good for customizers because that thing could be easily removed. All the extra accessories that can be used for other figures are really awesome. I love that. I'm definitely using some of those parts for a Black Skull figure because I think they work out so well. The effect pieces, especially with the comic book sound effects, I think are really rad. I love the holiday Mesets that are flocked, even the extra little Grub that we get, all the bonus accessories for the Holiday Gomez I think are really cool. I mean, this just hits me right in the spot because I love the holidays, I love Christmas, I love nerdy, geeky Christmas display options. I all think all that's really cool. This has just been such a fun month for releases. We're getting some great, unique, fun stuff here. I absolutely love them. So if you could pick up a calendar, I think it's worth it, and definitely a must get. So happy holidays, be excellent to each other, and stay nerdy, my friends. Peace.